Hello there, Lorraine. Let's have a look. These days, problems with pollution are becoming worse, particularly in large cities. What are the reasons for this, and how can it be solved? All right. Okay, the issue of pollution in developing countries has grown in importance over the past few decades. Good. Okay, sorry. This is due to the fact that people perceive this crisis as becoming more dreadful. More severe would be a more appropriate word. The effectiveness for its rehabilitation is still questioned. It's whose rehabilitation or what is to be rehabilitated. Okay? Yeah, effective rehabilitation. Let's just see what could we have put instead. Yeah, solutions. Effective solutions have still to be found, or something like that. Okay, this essay will discuss firstly the main reason for this dilemma and possible solutions that can be applied. Okay, good. If you want, when you reply, give me about 5 sentences with yet. Okay, and let's just try and get full control of that structure. Firstly, the increased rate in pollution can be connected to the rapid influx of you don't have a rapid influx of population, you have a rapid increase or rapid influx of people to certain areas, mainly no, not the metro, mainly the cities. Okay, it can be noted that due to the advantages in migrating to large cities like having more opportunity in employment, advanced medical facilities, and even a higher standard of education, many prefer to live there, despite would be better here, despite the pollution. Full stop. And I said despite the pollution because we've already got a very long sentence. Okay, take the Philippines for instance. In 1997, an alarming rate of land pollution had occurred, and 67.3% of people from the provinces decided to live in Manila, and the country had experienced for the first time an increased rate of 82% on their water and land pollution since 1990. Okay, good. This is a clear example that population can be blamed for the rapid change in the environment. Okay, good, not bad. I would have just made this a little bit briefer, okay, just to improve coherence. Because we've got a very long sentence, and all we need to say is basically people move to the city because there's better life, better opportunity, okay, or more opportunity, better quality of life, okay. Here, again, same problem, okay. All we have to say is take the Philippines for instance, where since the 1990s, the population of cities such as Manila has increased threefold, and the local citizens have experienced. Have experienced. Yeah, I mean, what is this pollution? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So be careful. I mean. Here I would have just said more opportunity in employment, okay, and even standard of education. Okay, consequently more pollution. Okay, and then in the example talk about pollution, but just be a little bit more brief. Okay, and fantastic though, you followed the sentence guide and we've closed the paragraph and it's improved cohesion and coherence a lot, so well done there. Considering the solutions, the government's participation in this matter is entirely required, for they need to limit the number of individuals that could stay in an area. If the nation's leaders could create laws that restrict citizens in overpopulating a place, it is theorized that pollution can also be controlled. South Korea, for instance, in 2005, the government implemented a jurisdiction that only 20 could stay in and since then 57% of the population with regards to land, water and even air had decreased. 50% of the population with regards 57% of 50% of the population with regards to land, water and even air had decreased. 57% of it's difficult to say 57% of pollution with regards to land water had decreased. If we'd have said pollution had decreased by 57%, that would have been much clearer to understand. Therefore, limiting the population. What kind of limitation? Birth, area living, movement, what? So we could say, therefore, limiting the movement of population by the government could help to solve the problem of pollution. Okay, good. In conclusion, due to the interests of many to migrate to the cities, pollution can get or is expected to get worse. And let's use a different tense. Okay, various solutions exist that can be applied for this crisis. Empty, empty. Various solutions exist, however, unless. Okay, good. Okay, so various solutions exist. However, okay, it's completely empty as well. Okay, it's not really related that much to the past paragraphs. Okay, so various governmental solutions exist. However, without serious action, pollution can only get worse, and living standards will continue to fall for city dwellers, or something like that. Okay, but just try and make it relevant and have content for in relation to the other paragraphs. All right, Lorraine. Let's see. Okay, summer job. Dear Mr. Smith, I'm writing to express my interest to apply for a summer job as a waiter in your newly opened fast food restaurant, KFC. Good. So your advertisement in on an online site. Well, I saw your advertisement online and I decided to contact you as soon as possible for a job application. That's an example of redundancy. Okay? Because if you saw the site, if you saw the website, then obviously it was online. Okay? So you couldn't have seen it on an offline site. So we just say, I saw your advertisement online, or I saw your website. I saw your advertisement on a website. Okay? But online site is pretty clear. Alright? My name is Lorraine Chilo, a third-year HRM student from Harvard University. I'd like to work in your establishment, preferably as a waiter, if possible. Okay, preferably as a waiter, comma, I have previous experience, because I have previous experience in this career before. Okay? We don't need to stick that if possible there. Okay? We've already kind of expressed that with I would. Okay? So, another case of redundancy. Alright? I've worked in Taco Bell as a waiter last year for 6 months. My duties then were to serve all the customers and clean the tables that were used. I also chose this job because it is related to the course I'm taking currently at enrolled in. Full stop. Okay, we don't have to say university, because if you've said course already, and it's obvious you were going to be referring to this one. Okay, so we don't have to say that either. I've attached in this letter all my documents, such as my curriculum vitae tour, and even a reference letter from my previous employer. Please contact me for any details you might need. Thank you for giving my application serious consideration. I hope to hear from you soon. Sincerely yours, Lorraine. All right, fantastic work there, Lorraine. Just be careful with redundancy and clarity, especially in the task 2. Okay, and I think your task 2 would improve if you get your P1 and your P2 absolutely solid before jumping in, because it seems like bits are just added on, you know, and maybe if we'd have just gone for a bit more clarity instead of long sentences where things seem to be added on as we're writing. Okay, so you're doing really well. Let me know if you want to continue with another pack and I'll send it over. Okay, but I think you're doing fantastic, eh? And your improvement is shown a lot, so it'd be wonderful if you kept on improving and writing your essays. Okay, great work. Keep it up.